Israel has rejected international calls for an investigation into deadly clashes on the Gaza border. At least 15 Palestinians were killed on Friday after Israeli soldiers opened fire at a protest. Egypt, Jordan and Turkey have all condemned the military response, but Israel says its troops fired only on those who attacked them.
For a third day, Palestinians in Gaza have staged a protest near the border with Israel. Their numbers have dwindled, but a core group remain camped in tents along the border fence. Israeli tanks and guns aren't enough to deter them.
We are innocent civilians, but the Israeli occupation doesn't even give us the right to express ourselves.
12-year-old Bashar Wadan was one of about 700 Palestinians shot or wounded since Friday. He says he thought he'd be safe as long as he didn't touch the border fence or throw stones.
I was just standing there when I felt something hit my leg and push me to the ground.
Israel says many of those shot were militants who'd fired at soldiers or hurled rocks and firebombs towards the border. It's rejected calls by the United Nations for an independent inquiry into the number of dead. Now even Israeli peace activists have joined calls for restraint.
The fact that the State of Israel decided to react with violence only means that Israel forgot the other language.
There were protests too from leaders in the Arab world and Turkey, including strong words from President Tayyip Erdogan.
Hey Netanyahu, you're an invader. You're occupying those lands as an invader. You're a terrorist.
Israel's Prime Minister responded on Twitter saying his soldiers are the most moral army in the world and won't be lectured by those who've indiscriminately bombed civilians for years. Pope Francis used his Easter message to call for peace. Anne Barker, ABC News.